So there are a lot of reports circling the internet that a mainline Splinter Cell has now entered production and has been greenlit by Ubisoft. This is coming off the heels of a disastrous announcement of Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Frontline, and earlier this year with Tom Clancy's X-Defiant. Is Ubisoft finally listening to Tom Clancy fans? Of course not. But we're going to break it all down here. Leave a like on the video and subscribe for more AAA shooter content. This report is coming courtesy of Video Game Chronicle, who states that two unnamed persons with knowledge of Ubisoft plans has leaked that lead development on a mainline Splinter Cell game is happening in a studio outside of Ubisoft Montreal, who developed the first of several games in the franchise. Now, Ubisoft, as you guys know, hasn't had the greatest track record, and the L's just keep on stacking. Breakpoint was received very, very poorly. Heartland was announced to criticism. X-Defiant and Frontline have both been negatively panned online. The new Rainbow Six Extraction is a shift away from the series, and people are pissed. Hell, a year ago it was announced that a new Splinter Cell was coming for VR systems, and that was received negatively as well. Ubisoft Chief Executive Yves Guillemot told IGN in a past interview that they've been holding off on reviving Splinter Cell until they had an idea for a uniquely different sequel. Quoted saying, "When you create a sequel, you have to make sure you will come with something that will be different enough from what you did before. Last time we did a Splinter Cell, we had lots of pressure from all the fans saying don't change it, don't do this, don't do that." He went on to say that at one point you will see something, but I can't say more than that. What that uniquely different idea will be? Well, past history says microtransactions, open world, gear-scored loot, and empty narratives. Based on more recent Ubisoft trends, I feel like we're going to see Sam Fisher with a mohawk and pink jean jackets with earring studs, but I digress. The current landscape that Ubisoft offers doesn't allow for Tom Clancy of old to thrive. Gone are the days of tactical espionage, gritty military stories, and intense action that are replaced by vibrant environments, over-the-top character models, and a love for empty open worlds. Even though I may seem angry at these changes, this is a company that's trying to follow trends and trying to appeal to a wide market. If only they could see that if they gave real Tom Clancy fans games that support long play times with engaging content in settings that are more realistic and not so fantasy-driven, they could put microtransactions in and strike a balance between making money and making a product that is actually good. Tactical fans support games long after their shelf life. Look at games like SWAT 4. It's still being played today. Games like Wildlands are still being played today because there's nothing else on the market that can offer something even close to it. Not saying it's a good Ghost Recon game, but, and it hurts to say this, it's the best one we've seen since Future Soldier. The puzzling thing for me is that we've talked about it before. Ubisoft has the blueprint for what we want. They've made it as close as possible with things like Ghost Mode and Immersive Mode in Ghost Recon, Wildlands, and Breakpoint. They have a community literally screaming at them, telling them what we want to just throw all of our money at. I said today on stream that I want nothing more than for Ubisoft to succeed at giving us a solid Tom Clancy game. That's all we want. Be it Splinter Cell, Ghost Recon, or Rainbow Six. Hell, I loved Rainbow Six Siege at launch. The game focused so much more on gunplay and positioning, and then over time, it changed to focus more on operator abilities and gadgets, because games like Overwatch came out and they thought they had to compete, but they really didn't. The only thing I can hope for right now is that Ubisoft doesn't drive this franchise into the fucking ground. Realistically, it's been so long, I'd love to see a reboot. Splinter Cell, just call it that. Bring in the stealth aspect of the original games, make it dark, linear, with that same narrative quality that games like Chaos Theory had. Go back and actually play those games and give us an experience like that with modern tech. Give us two-player drop-in, drop-out co-op through a side story like Double Agent, because we all know Sam Fisher works alone. Spies vs. Mercs multiplayer with all the customization we could possibly ask for. There's where your microtransactions can be shoehorned in. Keep it grounded in reality. Hell, tell us a story about the origins of Third Echelon. You have the ability to God of War this franchise and still be creative with it while keeping true to the source material. But will you? Probably not. We know that Splinter Cell is also getting a Netflix animated series, which actually excites me at the possibilities of a return to form for this character and this franchise. I'm just worried that Ubisoft is gonna, well, Ubisoft it. My name is Big Fry. Thank you guys for watching. I'm starting a second channel for discussions, gameplays, and other content that normally wouldn't make it onto the main channel. The official announcement for that is soon, but if you guys want to subscribe ahead of time for when it drops, you guys can get even more Big Fry content over there. Appreciate everyone watching, and I'll see you on the next one.